My name is Senator Denny Schmidt. A little bit about me is this. I want to go back into the Senate to work hard again for the people. My goal is to seek out what they have in mind for their government and then participate in building that. I am interested in building people rather than building a government. And I will go to people to appear to carry that message of your message. I don't go and then become independent while I'm there. I go to work for you folks, and I want you to know that. And I think my record shows that. And also I want you to know that I'm not in anyone's pocket. I hate my own way, and I intend to stay there. I want to be able to have my yeses be yes and my no's be no. And I want to be able to shave this face in the morning and know that I did what the people wanted me to do. Not all the time does my vote carry, but sometimes it has. And I'm very, very proud of that. And you can expect that from Dan Schmidt. I will do what I say as much as I possibly can. Also, I don't go and knock on doors and tell people, vote for Dan Schmidt, I have all the answers, because that's foolishness, and I don't have all the answers. But I'll share what I do have to the best of my ability. And when I'm there every day, I'm thinking about the people. I just don't go there and take off my friendly face. I try to be responsible, and I try to be well-liked, and I try to work with the rest of the legislature as best I can. I will not compromise my principles, but I will work with other people, though I may not always agree with everything they're trying to do. But if it's good and if it's right, I'm in the fight. And so you can count on Dan Schmidt. I tell you I'll do those things. Also, just a few little things is, I don't intend to go and spend us into poverty. I want a lot of things. I want swimming pools, and I want everything everyone else wants. But I'm not going to go and spend us to be broke. When we lived out on the coast, our goal was to move back to Rapid City. The reason why is because my time is up.
Good morning. I'm Phil Jensen, candidate for District 33 House, Reagan Conservative. I was born and raised in Wichita, Kansas, where I attended Butler County Community College, Wichita State University, and the Kansas University Medical Center 1,600-hour advanced paramedic training. I met and married my wife, Janet Dyson, White River, South Dakota, back in 1988. Janet and I are real estate investors, and we've owned and operated Health Advantage Incorporated, Salamander cookware dealership for the past 20 years. During several of those years, our dealership ranked in the top 10 sales worldwide. In 2007, we found ourselves battling breast cancer, and that helped us to focus on those things that are really important, family, friends, and service to our community. I got involved in politics when I was 19 years old, working on behalf of Senator Bob Dole, and have been active in South Dakota politics, helping and encouraging candidates to run for office. I'm a member of the NRA, a hunter, a member of the South Dakota Wildlife Federation, Republican ambassador to Rimrock Evangelical Free Church. I believe in the limited Jeffersonian model of government. The government governs best at the local level. That the proper role of government is to establish and maintain an environment that enables and encourages individuals and businesses of the state to become independent, contributing, and self-sustaining entities. Ronald Reagan once said that government is like a baby, an alimentary canal with a large appetite at one end and no sense of responsibility at the other. I will work to reduce the size of government, to reduce property taxes, to reduce health care costs, and increase availability through my proposed Northern Plains insurance pact. I will work to improve education. I'd like to see us encourage formation of community colleges in South Dakota. That's something I'm surprised that we don't have, is community colleges, which would make education a lot more affordable to students. I will move us toward energy independence and through encouraging the development of alternative fuels in addition to coal, gas, and oil. Appreciate your support. Thank you for the
I'm Jacqueline Sly, and I'm a candidate for District 33 House of Representatives. As I started thinking of running for public office, I reviewed my life a little bit, and I'm thinking about sustainability here in South Dakota, and I think that's something we really need to be thinking about right now, is completing that circle to be able to continue on. And I hear that throughout the candidates as we're going along. We're really talking about continuing, having South Dakota be able to sustain. And I am a retired teacher. I taught 37 years, and then a couple years ago I retired, but I still felt I had the energy and passion to do public service, which is something that I am pursuing at this point. I lived in eastern South Dakota. I lived in western South Dakota. They talk about east versus west. I've also lived on a farm. We still own a farm in eastern South Dakota. And I lived in urban areas. Because of my husband's job, he was full-time in the National Guard, we moved around the state. So I lived in small towns, middle-sized towns, big towns, and I feel that I have that perspective. I also feel as an educator that I can bring that perspective to the legislature as someone who's actually been in the classroom and worked in an educational setting. So I think that's a positive thing that I can bring to the legislature. Another thing that I can bring is I've been on negotiations, teacher negotiations throughout my professional career, and I know that I can sit at the table, talk with different people with different viewpoints, and to work towards a common interest, even if we aren't at the same point when we start out. We work towards a common interest where both sides can agree to that. Some of the things that I'm looking at are efficiency in education, renewable energy, economic development. All of these things fit together when you're looking at South Dakota. And I think that as a legislature, we need to be looking out not just for our area, but we need to be looking for the whole state and the wellness of our state. Thank you.